So I'm joined this evening by another author buddy of mine, Ben Kench, author of Selling for Dummies and Grow Your Business, Enjoy More Money and Less Stress. Ben, welcome to my little blog.
Good to see
and
you.
First of all, when did you write your first book?
About 3 years ago now. I just had this massive urge. Any author will tell you, you sort of have to get out what's in you, and you sit there at night and your head's buzzing, and it's like, this has got to come out. So you sit there every evening and do an hour, and every morning and do an hour, around the kids, around the job, and you have to get this message out. So my first book, about 3.5 years ago.
Okay, and what books inspired you?
I'm an avid reader. I think, there's so much we can learn from books and other people's knowledge, but particularly like millions. The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, Stephen Covey. I first read that when I was living and working in Spain in about 96, 97, and it was just like, wow, how you can be successful and real and feeling and care for people. It was just great. And about the same time, I got bought such a valuable book. It was Unlimited Power, Tony Robbins. And I read that, and it was just like, wow. Just the opening of the mind to science and how character traits, and it was just like, wow, fabulous, fabulous book. And then another book that's probably changed me much more recently, Conversations with God by Neil Donald Walsh. And it's a bit edgy because people have I don't know about, want to get into religion, but it's nothing to do with religion. Just a fantastic book that's a dialogue about saying, look, you can have a better life. And yeah, 3 awesome books. Go get them.
So with your own book, what's the message of your latest book?
Selling for Dummies. If you look at your life, everything you do, whether it's trying to get your kids to tidy the room, or you choose a holiday destination with your wife, or whatever it is, everything we do, we try and persuade others, and that's actually selling. And my mission with the Selling for Dummies wasn't that it was for, the Americanism of the Dummies is a big brand, but selling is about life. So would you like to get your own way more often without being manipulative? Would you like to be able to persuade others through text or emails, or through your sales interaction, or through your staff interaction? Would you like them to just do it because you get through without an argument? Selling is all those things and more. And so for me, being asked to write Selling for Dummies was a massive, massive feather in the cap. But it was really a mission. It was really to say, look, you don't call yourself a salesman. You call yourself, a mum, a dad, an electrician, a plumber. But everywhere in your life you're selling. And I wanted you to know that selling is something that you should be proud of, should improve because it improves the quality of your life. And actually, the better you are at selling, the more it generates opportunity, and everyone benefits.
So if you were to give me, from both of your books, 3 top tips for the people watching, what would they be?
You asked me this, so I wrote it down. But genuinely, enjoy more money and less stress. You can do that. 3 key things. If you study, watch, mirror, model success, every single success ever is so clearly focused. That person is focused. They know what they want. They get up focused on it. They think about it when they're going to bed. They plan and focus. They plan and focus. You must have clarity of focus, because every single day there's enough out there to distract. There's people that want to help you a different way or pull you down. You've got to have focus. We're so time conscious in today's age that you absolutely also must have better systems. Let me tell you, if you don't leverage your time through deploying better systems and use technology, you're just not going to get enough done to get far enough to achieve that focus goal. So you've got to meet more people than ever. You've got to influence more people than ever. And you can only do that if you leverage your time with systems. So focus, systems, and going back to the Selling for Dummies bit, I put this into more money, less stress. Language. If you want to communicate through an email, through a web sales page, you want to communicate any message to anyone, you've got to know what words they like and what they don't like. You've got to know how to trigger them and what triggers them off. You can't just say, I want you to do this, unless it's their language, they won't respond. So a key focus, learn subtleties of language. specifically words, but also body language, but specifically words. There are words that we like, there are words that we don't. As an example, you like a challenge, but you don't like problems. You know, we like to be inspired and motivated. We don't like to be told and directed. And ultimately, it's the same thing with a different label. So learn language skills. And selling for dummies, you know, there's so much in that, but certainly key things about planning. To be a good salesperson, you've got to plan everything. You've got to have every day, every event, every meeting. It's got to be planned. You've also got to make sure that your connection tools are right. We talk about systems. But have you got a good mobile phone? Have you got a good web-based email system? You know, you're going to be lost these days without a decent sat-nav. Don't turn up late and say I got lost. Blows your credibility when you're selling. So there's a few simple pointers in that. Even if you've been in sales 20 years, 30 years, it's good reminders, some good anecdotes, a lot of real stories in there.
Great stuff. And in my cheeky way, I presume you're going to quite happily give me a couple of signed copies of each.
I would definitely. I would love to pass this message on. I've got another one coming, which I'll update you about soon. But a signed copy of Dummies, a signed copy of More Money, Less Stress, with love.
Great stuff. All part of the Big Business Book giveaway. Thanks very much, Ben.
Pleasure.